The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in. Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, got out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
I'm Matt Kibbe, the current student body president here at Adrian College. I chose AC because the campus simply feels like home. Everywhere I go, I know the amenities are there to help me succeed and get to the next level in my career. If you want to see what Adrian College has to offer, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom. This is a place where young men and women grow into professionals for life. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit adrianbulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
Adrian College Television would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Carlton Lodge of Adrian. Carlton Lodge is sponsoring all ACTV broadcasts during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Located at 1629 West Maumee in Adrian, Carlton Lodge offers comfortable rooms and suites at affordable rates. There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Thank you for the continued support toward Adrian College Television.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, Leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College has once again been recognized for its commitment to engaged, experiential education by Colleges of Distinction, a one-of-a-kind guide for college-bound students. While higher education has changed over the past 20 years, Colleges of Distinction's selection process has stayed consistent and accepting only those that adhere to the 4 distinctions: engaged students, great teaching, vibrant community, and successful outcomes. Overlaid in the last few years have been a look into high-impact practices. They believe most critical to the student experience were the kinds of engaging experience that are found at Adrian College. To learn more, please visit adrian.edu.
On Tuesday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus for the duration of the school year. I wanted to take the time to thank the Adrian College community, the faculty, the staff, for allowing us to have as normal of a year as possible in a world that simply did not want that to happen. I look forward to walking across the stage in May knowing that I was still able to enjoy time with my friends and the Bulldog community during my senior year. All the best, Max Birmingham, class of 2021. Max, you've got to stand up so we can give you a round of applause. For those of us on this stage, today is one of the most exciting days of the year. We love to see the wonder and anticipation in the eyes of our new students, as all of you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define the years ahead. Tuesday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August, I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus. As you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define your college years, you stand today, students, on the threshold of one of the most magical times in your life.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, got out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
We
continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today.
And the slam!
161 years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree here, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
The Bulldogs will light the lamp! One, two, out, left, right,
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome inside Arrington Ice Arena for tonight's matchup between the Bulldogs of Adrian College and the Thunder of Trine University. Glad you've joined us here on Adrian College TV. Calvin Keys, accompanied by Alex Herman. Herm, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. I'm excited for round 2 of the continuation for this weekend series between those teams. Obviously, Adrian was able to pull out a 3-2 win last night in overtime. A huge big 2 points for them over their rivals.
Walk us through the starters quickly, Alex, as we await puck drop.
We'll see the first line out for the forwards. It's going to be at center, Garrett Halford, followed up by Jared Dahman, Justin Mears, and on the backhand, Brett Tierney, Brad Jenian, and in net for the Thunder, it's going to be Christian Wong Ramos.
Puck drop, and we are underway Saturday at the AIA. Puck deep in the Trine zone to start. A huge hit from Riley Murphy, and already a penalty call against the Bulldogs.
Wow, what a hit from Riley Murphy, laying down the Thunder. Play on words, if you will. They're going to take an early penalty here. Not the way that obviously you'd hope to start the game. We'll catch it on the replay. Good speed from him, just absolutely laying the body. Trine will go to the power play for the next 2 minutes.
Interesting call. You love to see Murphy trying to set the tone here in the opening stages of the hockey game, but obviously don't want to be shorthanded early, and that's the scenario the Bulldogs fall into right now. The co-captain for Adrian, Sam Ruffin, will take the face-off against Brandon Prappus. One back to the point for the Thunder. Played down low for Welsh, turns and fires. Nick Tallarico sees his first action of the night. Dershawn Stewart got the nod in goal yesterday for the Bulldogs. Now Tallarico will play between the pipes this evening. Saucered across. Welsh will control, sends it down low. Getting some help from Markula was Prappus. Puck bounces back to the point that is kicked soccer style. Clark trying to leave it in, now showing off the vertical. Somehow the Thunder will hold the blue line. And now sending it forward over the crossbar. A ripper from Clark. Still able to keep it in is Garrett Halford. Puck comes back down low, saucered into the slot. This one will go all the way back deep into Thunder territory. Pretty impressive that Trine was able to keep in the puck for that long, Alex.
Absolutely, and as you mentioned last night, Dershawn Stewart stopping 15 of 17 shots in the 3-2 overtime win. Has had a strong start to the season. Obviously, at this point, playing 4 games, he's 2-1-1, a 2.98 goals against average and an 8.99 save percentage.
From the very start of the season, head coach Adam Krug stated that Nick Tallarico and Dershawn Stewart would split time in net, and he's held true to that promise. Tallarico starting in the second half of the back-to-back. Trine power play going to work. They send it down low. That bounced over the stick of Justin Mears. Taken by Jaden Shields, and he will shoot this one all the way down on goal towards Christian Wong Ramos. Quick up, right back into the offensive zone for Jared Doman. Battled for along the near wall by Spagnolo. Gets it loose for Klein. Has his stick lifted. Turning in front and trying one on goal was Thad Markula. Nick Tallarico makes the save. and then looked like maybe he got shoved over in the aftermath.
You see the little somersault he made there to get out of the way? Just unbelievable athleticism. Nick Tallarico, never shy of figuring out how to put some flair into his game.
Definitely see it on a nightly basis from Tallarico. Senior out of Surrey, British Columbia, played for the Hearst Lumberjacks during his junior hockey career. Now Brad Summers to take the draw against Tyler Fox, who wins it back to the point. Brendan Hill taken down by Spodniak. Below the goal line, moving to the backhand quickly, was Tyler Fox. He missed the net. Now Spodniak up the other way. A player who's been scoring at a meteoric pace to begin the season.
Good penalty kill to start off the game for the Bulldogs. Obviously, don't want to take that penalty as early as they did, but they did a good job of holding it down in the defensive zone.
Absolutely. Big kill to start after Riley Murphy took a penalty just seconds into the hockey game. We are back at 5-on-5. Shots 2-1 in favor of the visitors from Trine. Making the trip up from Angola, Indiana. Austin Klein will backhand this one across to Cam Babyak. Feed up to the Trine blue line. Spodniak had his stick lifted, and now we'll see a penalty against the Thunder. What a turn of events.
Power play for the Bulldogs will now go to work. Their power play percentage on the season sitting at a .308. So look to see if they can raise the numbers as best as possible as they'll take their first 5-on-4 opportunity of the contest.
Yeah, that was Brendan Prappis, the Trine captain, who went to the box. Hooking was the call. Didn't get a good look at it. But Adrian will go to the man advantage for the first time tonight. Keep an eye on number 7 up top on the right side. Spodniak. They'll win it back to him now. He opens up. Feeds it for Luciani. Back to the point for Shields. Sent across for Spodniak. Had his shot blocked by Garrett Halford, but able to recover. Spodniak again. Played for Heinz. Moves onto the backhand. He's pressured. Bulldogs have it in the far corner. Saucer is knocked down by Halford. He'll look to send this one out, and he will.
As you mentioned, number 7 on the right point for the Bulldogs, that being Matu Spodniak. 12 goals, 3 assists on the season in 7 games, a total of 15 points, and included on the overtime winner last night.
Heinz back out for Ruff, and quick play over to Spodniak. One-time chance for Luciani. That was saved by Wong Ramos. Luciani back at the point. Spodniak deals it for Heinz. Heinz will walk in, forgot something there. Kept in luckily by his defenseman Shields, who has it at the point once more. Alessio Luciani. That was off the skate of Jenian in front. Trine clears. You were talking about the stats of Spodniak. That is remarkable. Over 2 points per game and over a goal per game for the Bulldog winger.
We'll have to check at some point to see what the leaderboards are for the NCAA.
Saucered into the middle. Brad Summers cutting back, finds tie ends. He scores. Achieved his 100th career point last night, and he keeps it going on home ice.
Wow, what a power play goal from the Bulldogs. Keeping their pressure as best as possible. Coming straight out of the zone, turned into a 2-on-1, and then absolutely burying it there. Tie ends, keeps his point streak going. He's had 3 in the last 2 games.
Beautiful finish by Enns, as you said. As I just mentioned, Enns had 2 goals last night against Trine, and the second of which was his 100th career collegiate point. The transfer from Marian University gets his 101st here to start the hockey game, gives the Bulldogs a 1-0 lead. Wong Ramos out of his net, turned it over. Murphy gets a taste of his own medicine, getting hit down low in the Trine zone. Feed over for Mears, was too far in front of him. Austin Klein lost an edge. Mears down low has it, stick lifted by Babyak. Sends it around the kick plate. Reverses matters for Klein, who will settle it down behind the net. Snaps a feed over to the far wing for Babyak. Now Spagnolo takes a bump in front of the Trine bench as he sends it down low. Jake Swade for Riley Murphy. He's double teamed below the goal line. Now stolen away by Jackson Clark. Finds the captain Prappis, who took the penalty that led to the power play goal for Adrian. Prappis shoots one, rink wide. Batted forwards. Luciani opening up. He missed significant time to start the season. Great to see the co-captain for Adrian back on the rink. Luciani taken down. Still staying with it, takes a hard shoulder check from Sean Henry. Ryder, Snick snaps, and now a breakaway developing for Frank Trezera. In on goal, Tallarico says no. Picked up here by Oregon, looking to send it back into the slot. Puck goes out of play. A defenseman's worst nightmare. Terry Ryder had it at the point. Stick snapped in half, but luckily his goaltender Tallarico made up for the bad bounce.
I don't know if you caught it there too, Calvin. As Ryder snapped his stick, he actually gloved it over towards the puck, tried to take it away on the breakaway. Would have been interesting to see if there was a call if he actually connected. But thankfully, Nick Tallarico making the big stop.
So he gloved his stick over towards the puck, you're saying?
He snapped his stick, and as he was making the back check, because he didn't have enough speed to get back, he kind of threw it towards the puck with a little bit of an underhand motion. I don't know if the officials called it or not, or even saw it, but
that's using your resources.
Got to do everything that you can to try and make sure that the puck doesn't go in.
Spodniak with speed. Summers deals it for Io Adeneye. Shoots it back down low. Racing after it is Brett Tierney. Stolen by Spodniak, trying to send it net front. This is a Thunder team that does not shy away from body contact.
Also, especially with the rivalry that these two teams have, these games always have the possibility to see a lot of physicality.
Played forward for Thad Markala. Taken right back by Brad Summers. Moving one rink wide. That is intercepted by Halford once more. Broken play. Hill will go back for it. This one lobbed up for Doman. Now carrying it onwards is Halford. Banked off the boards. He'll chase in on Klein. Klein plays it over. Spencer will turn backwards. And Austin Klein settles the play down behind the net. Finds tie-ins, the lone goal scorer so far in the contest. Went goes down to the ice. He was hit down by Fox. Fed rink wide for Evan Carroll. Now back the other direction for Sean Henry. Shoots one in. Klein will grab it, turned it over. Now back at the point, Jackson Clark has it. Shot didn't get through. Maybe a break the other way. Went was trying to flip it up for Heinz. Thunder defense gloved it down. Puck deep in the Thunder zone once more. Play opens up for Tyler Fox. Skating up the far wall. He's tangled up with Ryan Patosha. Now some open space for Heinz, who will do-si-do in. Pass underneath the stick of Hunter Went. Stretch feed looking for Tyler Fox. Went on net, so no icing. Shields looking to whack it out. Patosha has his helmet dislodged. He'll go off for a change. Bulldogs get some fresh skaters on the ice.
Love the pace of play from both the Thunder and the Bulldogs. It's full speed hockey. Both teams trying to jockey as best as they can to look to make something happen.
Mears sent one on goal. That was paddled aside by Tallarico. Spagnuolo will snatch it. Feeds to the near wall for Redding. Lobs one up for Dante Spagnuolo. Brendan Hill trying to clear. He can't. Redding finds Ryder at the blue. Long point shot. Juan Ramos gets the blocker on it.
I don't know if Juan Ramos fully saw that. Kind of seemed surprised when it hit him.
Certainly a lot of bodies in front. Went off the underside of the blocker a bit awkwardly. Jake Swade tried to send one goalward. Battled down low for it. Taken up here by Brendan Hill. Now it's Antonucci. Gets the puck deep. Tallarico out to play it for Jaden Shields. Snaps a feed for Ruffin. Frenetic pace to this one in the first period. We've got 11-13 left to go in the opening frame. Bulldogs and Thunder. Possible penalty there from Luciani, who took down Prappis, but no call. Lucky for Adrian.
It is
or rather, there will be.
Luciani's going to go to the box. He's got to sit down 2 minutes for a tripping call. Another opportunity for the Thunder to go back onto the power play. Coming into this game with a .69 power play percentage. Their second of the night. Obviously, we saw one in the opening 15 seconds of the contest. They weren't able to convert, but a second try now for the Trine University Thunder.
So they are 69% on the power play?
That is true.
Wow. It's a pretty high percentage. Want to make sure that the Bulldogs don't give up any more penalties. I think that was Luciani just trying to get a stick on the puck down low. Ruffin taking this draw, falling down to the ice, and it's found by Adenier, who will send it the length of the ice. Out to play it is Christian Wong Ramos. Now it's Oregon. Up for Doman, shoots in. Second power play chance of the night for the Adrian Bulldogs. Here's Adenier, plays it off the window and down once more. Minute and 30 seconds left on the power play for Trine. Broken play. Swade will shoot it back deep once more. Trine power play having some trouble gaining traction. It's handled below the goal by Oregon. Feed to the far wall, Prappis. Saucered up the middle of the ice for Markala. Drop pass for Halford. Had it blocked by Patosha. Couldn't get it outside the blue line. Good keep in there by Jackson Clark.
What a play from Patosha as well. Coming back as that shot was being released. Got the stick check on the puck, making sure that it wasn't able to be fired off.
Very good play indeed by Patosha. Drew Welsh with some steam. Couldn't get it by Ryder. And this one slid down again by Matt Redding. Wong Ramos behind the goal. Leaves for Clark. Feed forwards. Adrian doing a good job of clogging up neutral ice. It's pitchforked out by Spagnuolo. 9:25 left in the first period. Alessio Luciani 20 seconds away from exiting the penalty box.
Thunder haven't really been able to establish their setup on the power play. As soon as they get in, they're met by another Bulldog, either swatting the puck away or an immediate turnover.
Fed to the far wall. This is slid over for Price. Cutting in. Follow-up opportunity. Tallarico the save. It's still loose. Another chance, and they score. Jared Doman. If at first you don't succeed, try again. That's what Doman did, and it pays off.
Wow,
all knotted up at one now.
What a save from Tallarico on the initial attempt, stretching that far pad out. An unfortunate break for him. Gave the extra effort. The Thunder were all over the top of the crease. And then ultimately, Jared Doman will get the power play goal. We're back to 1-1.
Trine struggling in the early stages of that man advantage, but then finally at the tail end, we're able to beat Tallarico. Bulldog defense unable to clear it out. And we see the resilience of this Trine team. Despite falling behind early, they find a big response. Tallarico shoots around as he was bumped into by Welsh. Skate to stick for Prappis. Spins one down low. Shields all wrapped up on Welsh. Has to be careful there. Still Shields battling with Frank Trezera. Taken away by Ryder. Chipped high out by Ty Enns. And I think they're going to say that may have gone into the netting.
I think it touched the top part of one of the speakers from what I caught. It might have caught the netting as well, but officials seeing it as it happened, I think that's going to be the right call. I also find it very interesting, a lot more loud response from the crowd here at Arrington when the Thunder scored. Obviously, only about an hour drive over to Angola, so fans, parents, and students alike, really almost a split crowd here tonight in Adrian.
The house is packed, certainly as a quick shot off the faceoff from Bobby Price. Nearly caught Tallarico by surprise. It'll be icing against Adrian. Thunder playing better for the past couple of minutes here. But as I was saying, yeah, packed house here at the Arrington Ice Arena, as you mentioned, but a lot of Thunder fans with the close proximity. I was really impressed with how Tallarico was able to get his blocker on that shot off the draw with so many bodies in front of him. Patosha will take it against Antonucci. Price slides it back. Clark fanned on the shot, went trying to find it in his skates. I think that came just outside the blue line, so Trine will have to tag up. Babiak with the biscuit in tow. Left for Klein. They'll switch off. Adrian trying to orchestrate the breakout. Long feed up ahead for Heinz, who got a piece of it, so no icing. Long Ramos lost the handle, has to be careful to get back in his goal. Crisis averted for the Thunder. Skating up the near boards, it is Price. Back over for Halford. Takes a check from Babyak as he went offsides. Now, what's going through your mind there as a goaltender yourself when you go out to play the puck and kind of mishandle it like Juan Ramos did down there?
I think it just slipped the grasp that he had. He played it perfectly when it came into his own zone, took it behind the net. I think he was trying to get a little bit more muscle on the pass coming over, and thankfully was able to recover before a further mistake was made. But definitely a scary situation. Got to make sure that you're active on the stick, communicating with your defenseman.
Tim Organ just sent it into the bench. The backup goaltender over there, I think it was Kyle Cosma, was looking on the iPad. I don't know if he was watching film or what, but I think it actually hit the screen of the iPad while he was on the bench.
He can bill that one. Hopefully the screen's not cracked.
Put that on the Bulldogs tab, yeah. Hopefully they got a screen protector on that bad boy.
Yeah.
Jake Swade will take the draw, opposing Bobby Price, or rather that is Garrett Halford who wins it back into the far corner. Swade grabs it, slid backwards by Spencer, kept over for Shields. It's still loose, right by Juan Ramos, couldn't find it. Trying the wraparound was Murphy, unsuccessful. Spagnuolo for Spencer, winds and fires. Shields reaching after it, shepherded out by Doman.
That was a hammer off the blue line from Spencer. 2 times on consecutive shots, hitting the outside of the netting or almost catching a piece in front.
That puck ramped up into the bench. Certainly a heavy shot, as you mentioned. We'll get a neutral zone draw. Mentioned it a couple times, but these two teams faced off last night in Angola, Indiana. Bulldogs got the 3-2 victory in overtime. Actually had to come from behind. They were down 2-1. Adrian came away with the victory on the backs of 2 goals from Ty Enns, and then the game winner from who else? Matus Spodniak. Out of those great number of goals you mentioned, for Spodniak, he's got 12. 4 of them have been game winners.
Wow.
So
that's an unreal stat.
He's got the clutch gene, it's safe to say. Spencer banked forward for John Calgin. Ooh. Nearly offside, but they're just able to hold off. Luciani.
I thought that they could have blown that down. It looked like he was a step over.
Certainly thought so too. Adenier skipping by an opponent. Here's Ruffin staying with the play. Io Adenier, Spencer, Luciani, and Spencer playing catch, and then the shot was miles wide to the right side of Juan Ramos. Luciani feeds back for Adenier, long shot, and swallowed up by the chest of Christian Juan Ramos, the native of Alameda, California. Really cool to see as both the National Hockey League and USA Hockey have spread across the country the diversity of different places where these players are from, on both teams, really.
Absolutely. I mean, you have players from all over, whether that be in the United States. You got some players over in Canada, too, and some from overseas on both sides. So love to see the diversity brought into these NCAA programs.
Absolutely. This one skated forwards by Frank Trezera. Now down low with it is Drew Welsh. Tried a shot from a hard angle that ramped up high in the air. Ty Enns, backhanded. Around the dasher, Spodniak takes a hit from big Frank Trezera, 6'4", 205 pounds, colliding with the Slovak. Moving forward, Oregon. Off the plexiglass, Tallarico out alertly. I think he kicked that one to Shields. Ryder will settle the play down. Interesting to see how high up the forwards are for Adrian right now. They're all the way back in the neutral zone. Shields, stretch feed for Spodniak. Really good stick from Antonucci to get a piece. Juan Ramos way out for it and sent it into the netting off a deflection. 5:25 left in the first period. If you're just joining us, we have 1 goal from Ty Enns, his 3rd goal this weekend for Adrian. And then Jared Doman answered for the Thunder moments later.
Saw on that stretch pass, too, almost hitting Spodniak way up ice. Looks to me exactly that play was drawn up the way that they wanted to have happen. Be interesting to see how that progresses throughout the rest of the game.
Absolutely. Certainly looks like they're trying to get in behind the Trine defenseman.
A little bit of a trap formation, too, if you will.
Saucered ahead. Found in the skates by Antonucci. A feed forward. Thought that Bobby Price was in there, but Babyak getting back quickly, pinning him to the wall. Klein slides ahead for Heinz. Dropped off for Ryan Patosha. Skates it ahead over the Trine blue line as he takes a hit. Jenian. Thunder defenseman had it knocked away by Heinz right in front of the goal precariously. May have been a shot on net. Notched up for Heinz there.
It was a good poke. An unsuspecting goaltender as well. Almost found the back of the net.
Certainly a crazy play. Hard poke check turned into a shot on goal. It is offsides against Trine again. Riley Murphy has it on his stick. Throws it up for the referee. Murphy sharing a word with the ref. Good-naturedly. Trine coached tonight by Alex Todd. In his 6th season, he's been with the program since its inception, way back in 2017. Bulldogs led by Adam Krug in his 9th year behind the bench. Oh, a poor turnover from Adenier, and ringing the iron was Thad Markula.
Oh, Tallarico got lucky on that shot. It was an awkward transition in the turnover. Bulldogs will need to stay aware in their own defensive zone.
Swade knocked it out as Adenier sent a pizza right onto the stick of Markula, who wasn't far away from giving the Thunder the lead. Murphy skating onwards, finds Redding, then gets it back. Riley Murphy spun in front. Juan Ramos got the right pad on it, and then Swade wasn't able to seek out the rebound. This is directed onward by the captain, Prappis. Redding will swoop in to grab it. Ryder across the sheet to Shields. Initial feed didn't get through. He'll go D to D. Slid over for Shields once more. Gains the red line, lofts one for Calgin, feeds over for Ruffin, a chance that nicked off the glove of Juan Ramos. Luciani trying to stay with the play. Sent around the wall. Shields holds it in, long shot. Goes off the glass behind the goal. Luciani scoops it up. Back to the blue for Ryder. Shot is well wide. Good shift here for the Adrian line of Luciani, Calgin, and Ruffin. Certainly a dangerous one.
I'm noticing, too, when the Bulldogs are in their offensive zone, they're doing a very good job of stacking a man in front.
Stolen here, a chance in front. Oh, the rebound chance for Drew Welsh wasn't far away. A pair of saves from Tallarico. Continue on, Alex.
I was going to say they're doing a great job of creating traffic in front. On a number of occasions, Juan Ramos not able to see the shots until the last second. Bulldogs doing a great job, as well as Trine. They've had a couple of good opportunities for both sides.
Dropped back, toe drag, fed over, top shelf, they score. What a ripper from Sam Antonucci.
Wow, what a play. Caught in transition, Bulldogs had to backpedal quite a lot there. Turned into a 3-on-2, a drop pass, and a give-on-go. We'll see it here, and the one-timer going way upstairs, Sam Antonucci. What a shot as the Thunder take a 2-1 lead with 2:18 left to go in the first period.
The slick assist going to Mears as well. Pulled it by a Bulldog stick, slid it across, and over the blocker side of Tallarico. Trine with a 2-1 lead on the road. Spodniak and Doman exchanging blows. Jared Doman had the first goal for Trine in this hockey game, tied it up, and now it is Sam Antonucci gives them a 2-1 lead in the hockey game with 2:10 left in the first period here at the AIA. Adenier stepping up, almost a dangerous knee-on-knee collision with Markula. Spencer takes a check from Doman. High flip pass for Spodniak looking for ends. Trying to whack it along. Spencer had it blocked. A couple of defensive breakdowns at moments have really spelled disaster for Adrian.
Almost another one there. Denier fanned on his initial pass that almost was stripped away too. Bulldogs will need to calm their forward and defensive lines down.
Ends looking up the middle for Spodniak, trying to get there first. Looked like he was going to win the race as he was knocked over. I think icing was called, but there may be a penalty as well.
I think they are signaling a call here, and going to the box is going to be Brad Jenian. It's a holding call, as with 1:36 late in the first frame, Bulldogs will find themselves back on the power play. A key opportunity for them to try and even things back up at 2.
That penalty was really earned by hustle by Spodniak, really got the legs moving, got body position, and then he was thrown down by Jenian. Some of their power play chance to close out this first period for Adrian. Their only goal so far has been on special teams, so a good chance. What would you like to see from the man advantage here, Alex?
Well, it looked like there was a little bit of a huddle from Adrian. Spodniak kind of brought everybody together to see if they could figure out what they want to do. I think Shields and Spodniak have a pretty precise plan of what they want to have happen. And whatever it may be, hopefully they can capitalize on it to get another goal in the game.
That was a massive face-off win by Brendan Prappis. Sent it the length of the ice, and now Frank Trezera wreaking some havoc. Shields without his stick. Took a hack there.
Not sure how that's not blown dead, either for a slash or a hold, but nonetheless, we stay 5-on-4.
A penalty-ridden first period gives another power play to Adrian Luciani. The toe drag wasn't far away. Trying to go upper 90.
That was a nasty stick handle move from Luciani.
Final minute of play. Shields at the point. Ruffin on one side, Heinz on the other. Has the feed now. Heinz snapped across, didn't get through cleanly for Ruffin. Shots 8-10. Trine leading in that category. Here's Heinz, fires one from an acute angle. Juan Ramos able to fight it off. Forwards with it is Tierney, clears it down. Power play unit will change, as well as the penalty kill unit of the Thunder. Final 30 seconds here. Austin Klein with it behind the goal. Long stretch feed as we've seen so often, and Summers and Ends crossed over before it was taken in by Hunter Wendt. Bit of a miscue there from Adrian.
Yeah, Wendt had the puck on the blue line. He caught it on sides and everybody was okay, but he made one too many stick handles and went back over the blue line as everybody else crossed in. So good call from the officials to blow that down.
One back quickly by Patosha. Wentz on the near wall, getting up close and personal with the official. Klein straddling the blue line, feeds it for Ends, winds, fires. I think that went off the face mask of Juan Ramos. Maybe he'll be seeing stars after that shot from Ty Ends, who is really on a tear right now. It's so funny to watch in hockey. When players get hot and they score goals, they usually score in bunches. Confidence is such a big thing. Hockey's such a mental sport.
There's a laser beam coming off the top from Ty Ends. Low to high riser. I thought that was going to catch the crossbar and go in. We'll see if they try and set him up again.
Shields is right behind Patosha if he can win it back. Can't get it cleanly, and moving forward to knock it out is Antonucci. That'll do it for the first period. Trine leading 2-1 over the number 2 ranked team in the country, Adrian College. They've got some work to do, but an action-packed and fast-paced period. What did you like from both teams in the first, Alex?
Oh, I like the way that the Bulldogs came straight out of the gate. They were flying on all cylinders. Obviously got the scoring started. And then Thunder showing that they're absolutely hungry, looking to turn around the result from last night. Unhappy with the fact that they took the L in overtime period. A good pair of goals from them as we head into the intermission.
2-1 the scoreline. Once more for Trine. Adrian had to come back from being 2-1 down yesterday night. See if they can do it again here as our coverage continues from the Arrington Ice Arena. Please stay with us. We'll be back for the second period in about 15 minutes here on Adrian College TV.
As you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define your college years. You stand today, students, on the threshold of one of the most magical times in your life.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August, I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus for the duration of the school year. I wanted to take the time to thank the Adrian College community, the faculty, the staff, for allowing us to have as normal of a year as possible in a world that simply did not want that to happen. I look forward to walking across the stage in May knowing that I was still able to enjoy time with my friends and the Bulldog community during my senior year. All the best, Max Birmingham, class of 2021. Max, you've got to stand up so we can give you a round of applause. For those of us on this stage, today is one of the most exciting days of the year. We love to see the wonder and anticipation in the eyes of our new students, as all of you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define the years ahead.
Welcome back to our coverage of Saturday night hockey here at the Arrington Ice Arena. At the moment, it's the visitors, the Trine Thunder, who lead 2-1 over the number 2 ranked Adrian Bulldogs. Ironic, Alex, because they led 2-1 after 1 period of play last night as well. Walk us through the first period goals and some things that you found noteworthy.
Well, for tonight, obviously, Tyann's got the scoring started, put the Bulldogs up 1-0, and then quickly after that, the Thunder were able to come back with 2 response goals, Jared Doman and Sam Antonucci. Interesting to note, yesterday in the game, the Thunder scored to tie the game 1-1 at 11:11 in the first period. Today they scored to tie the game 1-1 at 11:03. So similar times on the equalizer goals. Just kind of a strange stat as we drop the puck in the second.
Chance in front immediately for Luciani. Adrian came into this period with about 24 seconds of power play time. Trine able to clear it off. Now walking in down low is Prappas. Back out front, a chance. Frank Trezera, bouncing puck, sent it over the net. Luciani will grab it. Bulldogs 1 for 2 on the power play. Well, I suppose now they're 1 for 3 as Luciani picks it up below the goal line. Stealing it away is Jenian. Now played across for Drew Welsh. Walking in, shooting, and gloving it is Tallarico. 58 seconds in to the second period. Nick Tallarico making his 10th stop of the night.
Tallarico's definitely played strong so far. Obviously, both of those goals, not a lot that he can do. Came off of second attempts and also very strong shots that were picked out of the air.
Some nice saves being made by both goaltenders as it's knocked out of the air. Good eye-hand coordination by Halford. Coughed up to Ryan Patosha, fires one into the Trine word mark on the sweater of Christian Wong Ramos.
Good save from him. Patosha letting go a wrister there. Caught it right in the center of the chest. Evened up at 12 shots apiece as the whistle is being blown. 18:41 left to go in the second period.
I wonder if the puck caught a wet patch of ice for the defenseman there. We see a little bit of a wet area on the near side of the Trine zone, so we'll see if that plays a factor here in the next couple of moments. Heinz spins off pressure. Backhand centering feed ramped up off the stick of Jackson Clark and out of play. We will get another offensive zone faceoff for Adrian, looking to play catch-up down 2-1. We've got Ryan Patosha along with Hunter Wentz and Zach Heinz for Adrian at the moment. This one chipped off the boards. Babyak working hard to try and keep it in as digging away at the puck is Bobby Price. Puck came just outside the blue and then back into Wentz. Offsides is whistled.
Have to shout out the goalie side too for Trine. All 3 netminders with incredible setups and painted masks to add those in. Wong Ramos with a sweet all gold setup. Love to see it. How fashion has really played its way into the hockey world, especially for the goaltending position.
He's got a bunch of tiny lightning bolts on there too. So fits with the theme of Thunder.
Also, got to add even better style on the side of the Bulldogs. Io Denier has what's called a skate skins wrapped around his skate, styled like the Jordan 1 fragment, except a yellow, white, and black colorway like the Travis Scott on the model. Kind of a cool thing that you don't see quite often, but cool piece of fashion. Good way to rep your team, too.
Nice little subtle touch to add to the equipment. Moving up the wing here is Price. Fires one on goal. Tallarico sprawling out for it. Ends getting tangled up with Antonucci. Sam Antonucci scored the goal that gave Trine the lead in that second period, so Ends probably wise to get him away from the blue paint.
Scary on the bobble by Tallarico. Had it on the first swipe. Got spun around like a tornado. as he went to go and cover it. Somehow able to hold on to it there. He was put in the spin cycle.
As a smaller netminder, it often seems like Nick Tallarico is still all over the place.
Well, his angles are really accurate. He's able to find his eyes on the puck, especially when he's making in tight hand saves, making sure that everybody, or everything I should say, stays in front of him, that the rebounds go exactly where he wants them to.
Sam Ruffin grabs it, takes a couple of shoves, gives a hack back to Jenian as we get a whistle. Wonder what the initial stoppage came from.
I didn't quite catch it. There's some commotion after.
Yeah, most of that is from Ruffin. Took a couple of shots from Jenny and gave him a whack back. Referees will let that slide. I have to wonder, maybe puck went up out of play. Tough to tell. Brendan Prappis will take this draw against Ruffin, who wins it back for Io Adenier. Finds Calgin. Looking to usher it upwards for Ruffin, who knocks it down. Loose puck in the high slot, on all fours for it is Spencer trying to knife it away. Ruffin loses an edge. Luciani is bumped into by Welsh. Now back up for Alessio Luciani. Drop pass didn't come off, finds it again. Can't get the pass through. Sean Henry, who carries it up the other way. Takes a hit from Adenier. Trine sends it down, icing is waved. Tallarico was confused, thought an icing call was coming up.
Yeah, Drew Welsh was all alone by himself. Icing was waved off.
Slid over for Shields. Pass is broken up, as you were saying.
Saying Welsh was all by himself as the icing was waved off. Tallarico thought it was going to be blown dead. Almost a scary situation there in front of the goal mouth.
Sloppy line change from Adrian. Risking it, too many men on the ice call. Luckily, Trine had possession of the puck. Oregon chips this one in. Ryder coming together with Doman. Back up top to the point where Jenian will keep it in. Wraps it around the boards again for Jared Doman. Plays it for Markula on the cycle, trying to center. He's pestered by Luciani. Once more at the blue line. Long shot from Jenian. That one knocked out by Alessio Luciani. Juan Ramos going for an expedition way out of the blue paint. Ambitious move there by the Trine goaltender. That was crazy. Did not expect the netminder to venture that far out of his territory. Shields looking forward for Spagnuolo. Crosses over center, takes a hard hit from Sean Henry. Riley Murphy dropped back for Jake Swade. Now Austin Klein, long low shot, wide of the goal. Babyak moving forward to keep it in. Spagnuolo around. Finding it is Evan Carroll. Takes a bump from Swade. Good breakout feed. Opens up the ice for Jackson Clark to skate it out. Good stick check by Klein to knock it away. Babyak plays it around. Spagnuolo. And then swooping in for it, Klein. Austin Klein, 2-on-1, fires one. That whistled wide. Clark deals it out. Babyak couldn't find it. Maybe a break here for Drew Welsh. Moving up the wing. He missed the net also.
Yeah, the try in the offensive zone for the Bulldogs definitely caught Juan Ramos off guard. He thought it was going to be slid over, and it looked like he had to stop his movement from shifting across the crease, and luckily for him, the shot was off the target, a little bit too wide to the inside post.
Icing against Trine. How do you go about reading what you think is going to happen on the 2-on-1? Certainly a challenging situation for a goaltender.
Well, a lot of the time as a goaltender, it's easier for you to play the initial shot because you know it's going to come straight on and the angle's not going to change much from the body. So my approach typically when I'm in the net is I'll try and tell my defender to take the wide guy because it's a lot harder.
Sent in front, Patosha on the backhand. Larceny from Juan Ramos flashes the leather to keep it out.
Yeah, was unsure of his movement before, but a great save from Juan Ramos to follow up the scary play just moments before. What a great read coming across the crease.
I like the awareness from Hunter Wendt to find his teammate Patosha up the middle. Thought surely we were going to see a tying goal from Adrian, but no dice.
Yeah, a great lunging glove save from Juan Ramos.
Spencer, long shot over the crossbar. Struggling to find it here is Antonucci. Now skated ahead by Hill. Has some help with him. High pitchfork over for Jenian, who dumps it in. Shield finding it. Shields is knocked down away from the play and then takes an extra bump from Justin Mears. This one sticked away by Patosha, who's off to the races. Getting there first was Tierney. Went is sandwiched. Back across for Patosha. Shoots one in deep, heads off to the bench. Went a hard collision, caught Oregon up high. Bodies flying in the Thunder zone. This one bounces up through center. Good play by Adenier, loses an edge. Maybe a break is on for Tim Oregon. Walking in, shooting. The slightest of touches off the blocker of Tallarico. Now ends. He'll look ahead. Lifted over for Adenier. Matus Spodniak with some steam. Dropped off for Summers, couldn't handle it. Ends. Feeds for Adenier. Back for Ty Ends. Moving over and hitting the deck was Christian Wong Ramos.
Yeah, luckily for Wong Ramos, too, this is not a professional ice surface that includes the trapezoid under the goal line. Would have been interesting to see if where he covered the puck up would have been inside that zone or not. Obviously, the ruling in professional hockey, you can't play the puck outside of that zone, or else it's going to be called as a penalty. But sprawling out there, Wong Ramos with the stop under the goal line.
When you put it that way, it's a great thing that there's no trapezoid for Christian Wong Ramos. Lifted out by Trine. This one will dribble all the way down for Tallarico, who smothers it. 13:36 left in the second period. The same score that we had after 20 minutes still remains, with the visitors Trine leading 2-1. They also lead in the shot category 15-14. Calvin Keys with Alex Herman and our entire crew with you on Adrian College TV, brought to you entirely by Adrian College students. Draw is won back cleanly by Halford. Long shot from Jenian. Whizzed over the shoulders of Tallarico. And Ty Ends lowered the boom on Doman.
Yeah, I was just going to say, nice reverse hit from Ty Ends.
3-on-2 for Adrian. Skate to stick for Summers. Wong Ramos with another big glove stop, as sliding in was Jenian. And has a word with Ends. I think Ends may have tripped up Jenian as he was back checking. One thing that I thought was very impressive heading into this game, researching the background of Trine head coach Alex Todd. His former coaching posts have been with Nebraska, Omaha, Castleton State, and Utica. Nebraska, Omaha, one of the best NCAA D1 programs in the nation, very competitive conference in the NCHC. Todd himself played college hockey at Union, followed by a pro career in the West Coast Hockey League. He set a career high 176 penalty minutes with the Fresno Falcons during the 2002-2003 season, so don't mess with Coach Todd.
Might have to see if I can YouTube any of those fights, because I have to assume that a lot of those penalty minutes might be coming from a couple of scraps.
A lot of 5-minute majors in there, as that time knocked over was Frank Trezera. This one sent out by Adrian. Redding lost it, gets some help from Ruffin. Luciani, saucer back for Redding. Good passing work here by the Adrian Bulldogs. Here's Luciani circling. Met a roadblock in Justin Mears. Long feed up ahead, didn't quite connect with Sam Antonucci, but he's getting to the puck first as the puck wrapped around. Luciani calling for it. He's in on the breakaway. Alessio Luciani. Christian Wong Ramos saved it. Luciani gave a shot to a Trine player afterwards. He's going to be ushered aside, knocked down to the ice, being swarmed by the Trine players. Luciani outmanned, a bit of a dangerous situation. Don't want one of your top goal scorers trapped, but unfortunately for the Bulldogs, all of their players were out by center changing, and if they head in, I believe that's going to be a face-off in the neutral zone.
Love the save that we're going to catch here. The aggressiveness from Wong Ramos to come out and challenge Luciani was all alone. You can see how much depth he takes out of the crease, not really finding his way back towards the goal line, taking away as much shooting area as possible.
It's good awareness. He knew there was nobody else coming from Adrian, so he could take that absurd angle to help himself out. feel like normally if he came out that far and there was any sort of a rebound, he'd be in some trouble.
Goes back to what we were talking about on the 2-on-1s. That's definitely a situation where you can afford to be more aggressive. Obviously, when you're having the passing option on an odd number rush, you need to be aware of how far you are in case the puck is slid over for a potential one-timer.
Puck one for Spagnuolo, wraps it around the kick plate. Swade finding it. Back down low, almost hit the referee. Jenian takes a bit of a shot from Murphy. Players coming together. Riley Murphy on top of Evan Carroll. Thunder able to clear their zone. Swade staying with it. Took a hit. He's knocked over by Evan Carroll as we get a stoppage. Players still coming together. 12:01 left in the second period. Tempers flaring at the moment.
Yeah, these games always have the opportunity to get a little bit interesting in the physicality department. Both these teams really don't like each other. It's been a very fiery rivalry, both at the NCAA and the ACHA level, with all the teams that play against each other. I have to imagine, even though I was not able to catch the broadcast last night, that might have been the scene in Angola.
Shot in here by Welsh. Tallarico will backhand one up to the forward Wentz. He's hit by Frank Trezera. Patosha up with speed. Knocked down is Heinz. Taken by Prappis. Frank Trezera in the neutral zone. He'll center it. Trine moving in. Moving around the wraparound. They score. What a goal by Drew Welsh. Makes it 3-1 Trine.
Wow, that's an unbelievable goal for the Thunder. We'll catch it in just a second on the replay as they take a 3-1 lead. As you said, Drew Welsh walking in all alone, finds the space just barely, and beats Tallarico on the rebound. 11:35 here in the second regulation period. Trine now leads by a pair.
Drew Welsh, the sophomore out of Trenton, Michigan. Back in his home state, making an impact. The edge work on that goal, Alex, incredible.
Good patience, too. Stayed aware of exactly where he was on the net. Knew he had enough time and that nobody was covering for the wraparound.
Summers looking across for ends. Instead, the puck makes its way to Klein. That is sticked away by Wong Ramos. Puck hovering around the goal. Mears angled off to the siding by Summers. Ends on the cycle. Ground and pound right now in the Trine zone as Spodniak knocked over a Thunder player. Still it's pinned to the boards. Calgin, or Summers rather, trying to work it free. Doesn't look like it's going anywhere at the moment. Spodniak kicks it over. Ends off the left pad of Ramos, still in the slot. And it'll be skated out of danger by Antonucci. Taken back by Klein. Plastered by Antonucci. Babiak chipped out. Hit something up in the rafters. And I think this draw is going to stay in the Adrian zone. Some crazy body contact we saw down there in the Thunder end. I think that's Matusz Spodniak. Being from Slovakia, I wonder if he had a little bit of soccer in his youth. That was a textbook kick over there to his teammate.
Physicality, always good to make sure that you're getting the loose pucks, but obviously in the case of Adrian, need to be aware of how much they're laying the body versus how much they're trying to make plays. They are a very high-scoring team, and they have a lot of threats, and they need to make sure that they can try and capitalize on those going forward.
Tallarico was knocked over. Redding, rink wide, just out of the reach of Ryder, who hits Tierney hard. Played back the other way by the Thunder. Shields goes back for it. Around for Redding. Jaden Shields took a hit from behind from Thad Markula. Will it be a penalty, or are they just signaling icing? We will see a penalty against Markula. Referee making the call emphatically. Thad Markula going to the box. We'll get the signal in a moment. 2 minutes for roughing. Adrian back to the power play. Their only goal so far has come on the man advantage as Markula goes to the box. led the Thunder with 17 goals last season. Last season was really an incredible one for Trine University. They set program records for goals, assists, points, and total wins. Get the feeling that's giving them some confidence heading into this year.
It's one of those programs a little bit newer in the NCAA division. They're very, very strong, able to recruit extremely well, and proves itself here.
Tie ends. How'd Wong Ramos keep that one out? He took a hack after the whistle from Swade.
I'm not really sure what that bounced off, but it took a funky kick. It was fluttering around above Wong Ramos, grabbed it out of the air. Luckily for the Thunder, able to hold on for the whistle.
Puck had a weird trajectory, even when the pass was coming over to ends for the one-timer. So I wonder if it was on edge. Might have seen a bit of a knuckle puck there, Mighty Ducks style. But Wong Ramos able to track it. Trine wanted a penalty. A lot of the healthy scratches sitting next to us saw the hit from behind on Genian. Certainly had a case right before the attempt from ends. But the Bulldogs win it back once more on the power play. Spagnuolo looking for Swade. Knocked out by the Thunder. Chase Spencer, junior defenseman out of Georgetown, Ontario, will go behind the Bulldog goal. Minute 20 left with an extra skater for the Adrian College Bulldogs. They drop it back for Luciani. Finds Sam Ruffin. Down low for Luciani once more. Then Ruffin again. Ruffin circling. Poor pass that Heinz will have to scramble to keep in. They send it right to the stick of Brad Genian. What did that one hit?
That hit off the inside of the center ice score clock. Hopefully there's no damage there, no broken light bulbs. Obviously you have some spotlights that come down in between the periods on the Adrian logo at center ice.
Everything's at risk. We've seen so many pucks go out of play.
First
iPads
there was an
get
iPad,
damaged,
yeah, I was just about to say.
Scoreboards get damaged.
Going to be interesting to see what the tab comes out to tonight. Question is, who's paying the bill?
Brad Genian would be paying the bill for that one. Matus Spodniak finds Alessio Luciani. Down low, Heinz slides over for Ruffin, then gets it back. Up top, Matus Spodniak, blocker save by Wong Ramos. Sam Ruffin, saucered for Shields, then gets it back. Walking in, shot was blocked. Great work by Brett Tierney, and the Thunder will send it down.
Good pressure from the Bulldogs. This is exactly what they needed. Obviously extremely key if they can find the back of the net on the power play to get within one.
Shields, the drop pass for Ruffin. 20 seconds left on the Bulldog power play. They cross over the Thunder blue line. Ruffin with speed, looking to cut in. Was that a stick check from Wong Ramos there?
That's what it looked like for me.
Great play. Alertness from the Thunder goaltender. Patosha down low for Ruffin. Into the skates of Spodniak. Thunder back at full strength. Is heading back on the ice is Thad Markula. Battling for it and winning the physical contest with Prappis. Long shot heading in from Frank Trezera. Tallarico will play it to Shields. Quick up for Hunter Wendt. Skates into the Trine zone. Saucer. That was fought off awkwardly by Wong Ramos. He's seen a lot of funny bounces come his way tonight. Tallarico left pad stop. Now Klein goes for a skate. Had it cut off well by Evan Carroll. Bulldogs really have had some trouble on the breakout. Pass way up for ends. Loses out to Sean Henry in the foot race. This one chipped back down, almost hit his own teammate, did Henry. Lofting that one up through center. 7:07 left in the second period. 3-1. Trine has a 2-goal lead. Only goal we've seen in the second period was a sensational wraparound from Drew Welsh. Adrian hasn't been able to find an answer so far. Shots 20-18 in favor of the Thunder. They win it quickly, and a shot right off the draw from Jared Doman. Already has 1 goal tonight. Was looking for a second on that attempt. Doman back with it once more. Looking to center. Good stick by Ends. Up for Brad Summers. Has Wendt with him. Hunter went long shot. That was well over the goal. Klein heading in to play it. Now Summers. Enns bumps it backwards. Springing onto the ice is Redding. He'll have to grab it.
That's the second time the Bulldogs have lost an offensive zone opportunity due to a poor change. Backs turn to the play. You got to be aware of that.
Austin Klein, the freshman blue liner that's seen an abundance of ice time, looks very confident out there, composed for the Bulldogs. Enns trying to weave through, has it pickpocketed by Clark. Now skating after it is Fox. Into the near corner. He's tripped up slightly. Delayed penalty against Adrian. It looks as if the Thunder will go to the power play. And it looked like the signal was unsportsmanlike conduct. Ty Enns was on the bench. Wonder if he said something. Now he'll go to the sin bin.
Yeah, bad break for Adrian. I don't know who said what or what was said at all. Official clearly didn't like it. Blown down for the penalty. 2 minutes. 5-on-4 hockey coming up for the visiting Trine University Thunder.
Yeah, Enns definitely an emotional player. We've seen it all season so far, but it's a matter of keeping those emotions in check and using it to fuel your resolve instead of letting things get out of hand. He'll spend 2 minutes in the box, trying another stint on the power play upcoming as it's Clark up top. Feeds it for Welsh, turns, fires, went off the skate blade of Spencer. Welsh will drop it off for Markula. Errant feed got away from Jackson Clark. Thunder power play will have to regroup. This one angled back onwards. Spencer directed up by Ruffin. Going for a skate here is Jackson Clark. Played out by Spodniak. Maybe a break here for Ruffin. One-on-one with the Trine defenseman. What a move by Sam Ruffin! Off balance was Wong Ramos, but he's able to make yet another save.
Oh, if Ruffin had just held on to the puck for an extra moment, he might have been able to split it behind Wong Ramos. He had him completely beat, but elected to take the pad shot, and it wouldn't go.
Up ahead for Spodniak. 2-on-1. Feeds Luciani. Oh, he rang the iron. Thought that was the moment for Alessio Luciani, but the puck goes up out of play. I think that one went off the joint.
Wong Ramos, if you didn't just catch it, giving a little bit of a love tap to the red iron, sitting a few feet behind him, saved him from letting in a goal, getting the Bulldogs back within one. The Bulldogs starting to find more of their offense that we saw in the opening minutes. Exactly what you need. You have to be pleased if you're Coach Adam Krug.
2 great chances for the Bulldogs shorthanded, and Swade, maybe another one. Looks like he was hooked a bit there by Antonucci. Still, it's kept by Redding. Releases it back for Babiak. Bulldogs possessing to try and kill some clock. Goaltender's best friend, the post, made the stop, helping out Wong Ramos. Swade with some speed, saucered over for Matt Redding. Tried to play it by Tim Organ, who wasn't fueled, but they return it back out to neutral ice and Babiak. Less than 30 seconds left on the Trine power play. 4:35 left in the second period here from the AIA. Bulldogs looking to avoid another upset. They fell to Marion last weekend. Down 3-1 here, ranked as the number 2 team in the country. Welsh skating in below the goal line. Still he has it. Shifty player, have to watch out for him after that wraparound goal. Played forward. Adenier looking for it. Back down low for Prappis. Sent out in front. Big shot block. I think that was Calgin that got in the way of the bid from Welsh.
Back to even strength, too. 5-on-5 now. As that was sent up into the netting, will stop for a whistle.
Back in from Brad Jenian, went out of play, as he said. Bulldogs able to kill off the penalty. You could argue maybe they had the better chances despite being shorthanded. 3:58 left in the second. NCAA Division III men's ice hockey. Calvin Keys with my goaltender, Alex Herman.
Always happy to be here, Calvin. It's always a delight when you can call a game here on ACTV.
It's great. So much hockey going on the campus of Adrian. Not just NCAA, but ACHA. Full weekend here of hockey. Babiak skating in to grab it. Oh, he is hit hard as he was falling down by Jenian. Now Jenian caught up with Summers. Low for Spodniak. Returns it up for Klein, ends a howitzer. It's still loose in front. Summers was holding the stick of Jenian, takes a shove. This one glove forward, losing his mitt was Carroll. He'll go off for a change. Glove still on the ice. It'll be tossed aside by the referee, trying to scoop it up as a Trine player on the bench, but unable to. Summers taken down. And staying with it, he's tripped up, fell over top of Brendan Hill awkwardly.
Little tabletop there, WWE style.
From the tightrope. Babyak trying to find it. Player still down in the Trine zone. Jenian just able to whack it out. Klein grabs it. Feeds for Babyak. Banked ahead for Luciani. Alessio Luciani is due, you feel like. He's had so many chances. Set to cross. What a save. Wong Ramos. Another robbery and another stop made on Calgin. Initial attempt came from Ruffin. On a beautiful feed from Luciani. That one tipped in front by Calgin. What do the Bulldogs need to do to get the puck past this man?
Oh my goodness, what a pair of saves from Wong Ramos. Has played unbelievably strong in the game, putting on an absolute clinic in the blue paint.
He's been defying gravity on numerous occasions tonight. Klein, long shot. Took a deflection. Now it's finally knocked out to the neutral zone by Justin Mears. Sam Ruffin has to tag up. Luciani takes it in. Stolen away by Tierney. Frank Trezera in deep. Tallarico spinning it to Klein. Creative play by the goaltender. Ruffin was looking for Calgin through center. Did not find a clean connection, and as a result, the draw will come back in the Adrian zone. Luciani spun backwards. How did he get the pass through for Ruffin, and then how did Christian Wong Ramos keep it out? And then the follow-up from Calgin, too.
That's incredible. On both sides, offense and goaltending, a work of beauty. That's why you love to watch the game.
Slow-mo from our director, Josiah Durrell.
Props to him for that. Huge play. Give him the third star of the night.
Durrell's always the first star when he directs our streams. Shields pressuring in on Prappis. Brendan Prappis. Pass through the high slot, sticked away by Swade. Still Trine keeps it in. Trezera behind. Puck skitters for Swade. He'll clear his lines. Bulldogs desperately need a change. Ruffin and Calgin tiredly heading to the bench. Trine gets a fire wagon switch of personnel. And batted forward by Henry. Final minute of play as Heinz dances in. Has Swade with him. Jake Swade trying to find it. Spun it back out in front. No one home. Adenier plays it back down low for Wentz. Around the dasher boards. Spencer will collect. Connects with Wentz. Sent into the slot. Pass was a bit too far away from the stick of Heinz. Didn't know where it was. Backhanded forward by Henry. Cleared out by Markula as he was hit hard by Swade. Adenier for Spencer. Final 25 seconds of the second period. Summers. Left for Spodniak. Moves in. Looked to go across the grain. Still loose. Ends looking for it. Adenier gloved it down, but only partially. Out to the neutral zone. 10 seconds now. Spencer shoots it around quickly. Ends hustling to try and get there. Lifted down low by Adenier. Summers for Ends trying to beat the buzzer. Finds Spencer. And Christian Wong Ramos gets across.
Wow, what a 20-minute frame. Wong Ramos once again playing so strong in between the blue paint. We'll see this last second chance similar to the one we saw before. Going full Cirque du Soleil across the crease, laying out the body and keeping it out of the net. As we'll stop at a 3-1 score in favor of the Trine University Thunder.
You know, now that we look at the replay, I think that might have even been a shot block. I'm not sure. Certainly close. Lots of bodies in front, but nonetheless, 3-1 after 2 periods of play. The visitors, Trine University, looking to play spoiler and pull off the upset against the second-ranked Bulldogs. 20 minutes of play still to come here on Adrian College TV. Stay with us. We'll be back in 15 minutes for the conclusion of this NCAA Division III hockey contest.
As you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define your college years, you stand today, students, on the threshold of one of the most magical times in your life.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Tuesday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August, I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus for the duration of the school year. I wanted to take the time to thank the Adrian College community, the faculty, the staff, for allowing us to have as normal of a year as possible in a world that simply did not want that to happen. I look forward to walking across the stage in May knowing that I was still able to enjoy time with my friends and the Bulldog community during my senior year. All the best, Max Birmingham, class of 2021. Max, you've got to stand up so we can give you a round of applause. For those of us on this stage, today is one of the most exciting days of the year. We love to see the wonder and anticipation in the eyes of our new students as all of you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define the years ahead.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
We are back at the Arrington Ice Arena. Our coverage continues of NCAA Division III men's ice hockey. Trine University traveling to take on Adrian College. They have the 3-1 lead after 2 periods of play. Shots are 25-19 in favor of Adrian. Lots of chances. What does Adrian need to do to beat Christian Long Ramos, Alex?
Well, they got to do their best to make sure that he's moving as much as possible in the crease. A lot of those saves came off of one-timers and stretch plays. They've done a really good job thus far. I mean, obviously, those are prime scoring opportunities in the danger zones of the ice. They've seen a couple of penalties, too, to put them on the power play. Unfortunately, not able to figure out a solution yet. As long as they keep shooting, eventually, I have to believe that something will go in.
Spinning with it is Prappis, now stolen away on tie ends. Only goal scored for Adrian so far. Will saucer it forwards. Ruffin collided with Wong Ramos. Using the window well there was Prappis. It'll be dealt in by Welsh, who had a phenomenal wraparound goal in the second frame. Made it a 3-1 game. Now ends, looking over for Spodniak. He'll pick it up, gets on his horse, cutting in, fires, it's wide, and then knocked over Halford in the aftermath. Skating it up now is Marcola, up the right wing. Thad Marcola shielding, trying to center. Summers came in support. Good back check from the Bulldog center. A pile up in front of the blue paint in the Adrian zone. 2 Trine players and a Bulldog going down.
Garrett Halford in some pain as he goes back to the bench, limping on the left leg. See what that turns into.
Icing negated, a hit from behind. Jaden Shields right in the numbers on Sam Antonucci, who's down in pain. This could be a long power play for Trine, depending on what the call is. Or no, it's Babyak, Cam Babyak going to the box. Thought it was Shields initially, but it is the D1 transfer from Bowling Green. And the refs are having a conversation right now. This is going to decide whether it's a 2-minute penalty or potentially a 5-minute or even a 5-minute game. That was directly from behind. Babyak had a lot of time to pull up and instead pile drive right through the back of Antonucci, who has scored a goal, I believe, so far in this game. Signal was for 2.
Looks like it's going to be a 2-minute. Don't know if it's a 2-on-10 or just a straight 2 check from behind.
If that is only a minor penalty, I think Bulldogs just caught a huge break.
I'm going to have to agree with you on that. I don't think it would warrant a game ejection, but definitely a 5 could be argued for. The Bulldogs will be down a man 5-on-4, just about a minute 30 seconds into the third regulation period. 2 minutes on the score clock. Thunder up 5-on-4. 3-1 is the score here as well from Arrington.
And Adrian's head coach Adam Krug was a bit upset because Trine was just given what felt like millennia to make a line change and get their personnel on the ice. He wanted the refs to hurry up and get the face-off going. A lot of time for the Thunder to catch their wind as a shot sent in here. Turned in front, big blocker saved by Tallarico. Denies Justin Mears. Spencer threw down a Thunder player behind the Adrian goal. They dig away at it. Return back to the point. Mears was looking for his defenseman Organ, but now he'll have to go all the way back to grab it. Puck bouncing on him a little bit. Pressured by Ruffin. Doman back the other direction for Carroll. Evan Carroll skating ahead. Feeds over to the left wing for Mears. Shoots it in. Tallarico stops it with the paddle. fires it around the top of the half wall. Both teams battling for it again. Ruffin giving some shoves into the back of, I believe that's Doman. But Jared Doman still comes away with the biscuit. Somehow. Fired one that was knocked down in the slot by Ryder. He shoots it out, referee having to duck. And Wong Ramos left it with his stick. Saucered on by Clark. Finding Prappis, good move, working in. Right pad save Tallarico. Easy angle for the Adrian goalie. Back up, another chance, that was off the crossbar.
Wow, how did that stay out? Hit straight off of the iron. A frozen rope, and it went straight down but didn't cross the goal line.
Thought that was going bar down, another chance directed right in front. Garrett Halford, a pair of chances. Rattles the woodwork and then deflects one just wide. Good chances on the power play for Trine, but it looks like the Bulldogs will be able to kill it off. Just 5 seconds left until Babyak returns to the rink. Bulldogs back at full strength. This one pitchforked out. Babyak finds it, looking for Summers, couldn't connect. This one sent up into the netting. We get a whistle and a stop and play. 16:21 left in the third. Trine still leading 3-1 over Adrian.
Yeah, Bulldogs doing a good job on their special team units tonight. The 4th penalty kill that they've had to fend off. Been successful on all 4. Obviously, have converted on one of the 3 power plays that they've had for themselves. They're doing a good job whenever they're down a man.
Ryder entered in offside, shot it. A little bit of a windmill there from Wong Ramos.
Some extra flair. It's not Wednesday today, but it's always Windmill Wednesday in the goalie's world.
Saturday at the AIA. Bulldogs and Thunder. Spodniak looks like he's going to try and win it back for Ryder. Slides it over for Shields, trying to shoot in. I think that went off the back of the leg of Price. So Ryder will have to go back to regain it. Over for Shields, up for Summers. Pass ramping high up in the air. I think that might have hit a light fixture. The damages are racking up here tonight.
I actually think that's the second time that's hit off of the center ice scoreboard. We might need to get it some Band-Aids. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't have any cuts or blown out bulbs. Ice staff will potentially look to make some repairs. Hopefully they don't have to.
Tallarico way out for it. Fakes one way, then gives it the other to Klein. Babyak for Ruffin. Spins away from pressure. Backhander across his own slot. Klein, pump fake, shoots it down. No icing, curiously. Played forward by Oregon. Now it's Welsh. Up ahead, and crunched there by Klein is Prappis. Reversed a bit awkwardly. Tallarico had to seal his post. Dropped off for Babyak. Skating it through center. Luciani for Ruffin. Deals it down low. Sam Ruffin. Didn't get enough on it. Now a 3-on-2 for Trine. Halford. They stay onside, barely. Adenier knocking it away to break up the odd man rush for the Thunder. Luciani returning for Ruffin. 15 minutes left for the Bulldogs to try and find 2 goals to equalize. Markula plays it in. They've had more chances, but they've been denied by the Alameda, California native Christian Wong Ramos largely so far. Tie ends. Can he find a second? Good stick play. Great defense there from Tim Organ, the sophomore out of Lambertville, Michigan. Several Michiganders here making their return to the Great Lakes State for Trine, but the Thunder ice it down. We've seen good goaltending from Wong Ramos as well as Tallarico, but perhaps the best goaltending was from the Adrian College mascot Bruiser during the intermission. Got the shutout, defended his doghouse.
2 games in a row. Adrian and Trine women's NCAA faced off last night, and he made an appearance between the first and the second period. Doing a good job defending the dog pound.
For context, they have a game where players or some of the spectators head on the ice and try to shoot a hockey ball past Bruiser, try to put it in his doghouse, and he has been diving all over the place to make some big saves. Bruiser, the Bulldog, putting on a showing in between periods. Jake Swade looking to make some noise. Backhanded toward the goal, saved by Juan Ramos. Thunder player slid into the goal. And now Went is tangled up with Antonucci. Wrapped up together like a pretzel. And I think the guy who slid in was Jackson Clark. Had his fall cushioned by the twine. Hopefully Adrian can send a puck in the net instead of some of the opposing players here shortly.
Out shooting Trine University Thunder 27-21. They haven't been short of offense, but not able to solve the puzzle of Juan Ramos.
Welsh up ahead. He's had a great showing so far for the Thunder. Trezera slid out in front. Had Prappis on the back door. Had his stick tangled up. Calgin, good feed for Ryder. Terry Ryder crosses over the Trine blue line. Rink wide, it was behind Calgin. Cycles for Spagnuolo. Left for Patosha. Behind the Trine goal. Ryan Patosha snaps it for Ryder. Shot is blocked. Drew Welsh takes one for the team. Back up for Patosha once more. Weaving ahead, finds Calgin. John Calgin walks in. Maybe getting a piece of that one was Organ, the defenseman. Getting down low to block it. Here's Prappis again. Chipped up high in the air. Klein finds it. Now Babyak lost an edge and then got a shoulder to the face in an unfortunate bounce. Klein has it now. Feeds Cam Babyak. 13 minutes left in the third period. Calvin Keys, Alex Harriman with you on Adrian College TV as the Bulldogs take on the Thunder of Trine University. And right now, Trine has been stealing Adrian's Thunder, up 3-1. Heinz has it taken away. Halford, forwards. Markula giving some trouble to Klein. Gets it deep. Babyak for Spodniak. You get the feeling a goal will come for this man sooner or later.
Certainly hope so. Leader in goals for this Adrian squad has 12 in 7 games, followed up by 3 assists. A sniper for the Bulldog squad.
Jackson Clark playing it forwards. Will we see an Adrian penalty here? Or will it be against Trine? I think it's against Adrian. Juan Ramos was heading to the bench. It's Brad Summers. Was boarding the call there?
I think it was a slash. I didn't fully catch the call. It was made a little quickly.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Fifth try now for Trine on the 5-on-4.
Brad Summers goes to the box. The freshman out of Oakville, Ontario. Gives the Thunder another shot with an extra skater. Ruffin wins the faceoff. Spencer's bowled over by Marcola. Adenier pries it loose. This is off the plexiglass. Glove down somehow by Clark, but he puts it out of play. That went straight out, so we should see a neutral zone draw upcoming. Exactly 12 minutes left in the third period. It's a wonder that scoreboard is still able to show the score with how many times it's been hit by high flipped pucks.
Yeah, somebody needs to buy the scoreboard a steak after the game. Definitely needs one.
With all the protective netting around the rink, it's a wonder we don't have one around the score clock. Ruffin's taking the draw against Antonucci. He's frustrated because Antonucci is bending all the way over the dot. You see the way that he's putting his head in on the faceoff? That makes it impossible for Ruffin to get lined up. The mind games, cat and mouse. Trine up by 2 goals. This one lofted in by Mears. Adenier back to try and find it. Instead, it's Price for the Thunder. Price behind for Mears. Spencer knocks it away. All the way down. Juan Ramos. What a feed. Up for Doman. Turned aside by Tallarico. Hasn't been too busy as of late. Pin to the boards. Brought free, up in front. Doman. Big save, Tallarico, who slides across. Mears behind the goal. Back for Oregon. For Price. Takes a hit from Spodniak, but gets it deep for Mears again. Trying to glove it down, Doman. He is knocked over, but they score. Bobby Price makes it 4-1 Trine on the power play.
Wow. On the 5th try on 5-on-4, the Thunder are able to find the solution for their special team unit. A scramble loose in front. They're able to bang the puck home. They take a 4-1 lead with 11:03 left to go in the 3rd period.
Terry Ryder crushed Doman, but the puck found its way to Bobby Price. And the sophomore out of Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, way up north, sent that one down low, down south past Tallarico.
Bulldogs are going to need to start putting
Bounced ahead again. Chance for Welsh. Slides across. Goes wide as sliding in was Shields.
Bulldogs.
Sorry.
I was going to say Bulldogs definitely need to start putting pressure on here. They're shooting well, but not well enough. Need to find a goal within the next couple of minutes.
Prappis behind Carroll. Tried to play it in down low. Draw will stay in the neutral zone. Yeah, you mentioned Adrian with more shots, 27-24, but I think the big thing is how high percentage are those shots? Where are those shots coming from? Trine have actually done a pretty good job of keeping the Bulldogs to the outside from what I can tell. And then when they have had quality chances, it's been Christian Wong Ramos just shutting the door on the Bulldogs. Denier is hit hard by Fox. A pile of 5 players down in the corner. Denier taking liberties on Carroll. But still, admirably, Evan Carroll is able to keep a hold of it. Plays it around down low. Spencer looking to get there. Battles with Bielinski. Bielinski's pinning it there. Enns comes away with it. Knocked away by Fox. Enns moves forward. This is angled on by Ruffin, trying to find it. Whoa, what a play by Sam Ruffin. Hit it twice, gloved it down, still couldn't keep it in the offensive zone. Big reverse hit laid there by Bielinski on Spencer. Up in the facial area. Ruffin, good saucer for Luciani. Drop pass for Enns, big reverse hit on Doman. Another big check. Knocked over was Marcola by Babiak. And I think Cam Babiak's going to the box for that one. Big call here. Babiak going to the box. It's interference. I think what happened there, Marcola did not have the puck. Was hit anyway by Babiak. Tough to tell where the puck was in that scramble. But Babiak called and Trine goes to the power play.
Yeah, things really starting to not look very good for the Bulldogs. Down 4-1, 9:30 left to go in the 3rd. They have to kill off another 2-minute power play.
One back for Clark. Played down low. As you mentioned, things looking grim for Adrian with 9:20 left in the game. Shot is miles away from goal. Coming off the stick of Jackson Clark, and the Bulldogs clear. Wong Ramos, a little fake shot there.
Keith Yandel sunk.
Keith Yandel, he's now doing intermission work with the NHL on TNT. Great addition.
That he is.
I think when he's on the same screen as Paul Bissonnette, I don't know if that can be legal. My television might explode.
It's a dynamic duo for sure.
Definitely
Two very
is.
good friends.
I'm excited to see their chemistry on TV. They have great chemistry whenever Yandel comes on the Spit and Chicklets podcast. Great hockey personalities. Doman cuts in. Deflected off the glove of Tallarico. Wasn't far off. Now a chance for Antonucci. Low wrister. Went wide. May have deflected. Cutting back is Tim Organ. Trying to skip by a check was Jared Doman. Puck played back below the goal line. Chase Spencer shoots it all the way down. 42 seconds left of penalty kill remaining for the Adrian College Bulldogs. Trailing by 3 on home ice. Slid across. Drew Welsh finds it behind the goal. Left for Prappis. Walks in, shoots one up high on Tallarico. Rebound chance for Welsh. Tallarico able to save both. Long bid from Welsh. Waffle boarded by Tallarico. Spun back up for Trezera, who's knocked over, and they score again.
Wow, what a goal on the power play. 8 seconds remaining. Tallarico stunned that beat him. Spinning on the replay, Frank Trezera. Watch the extra effort from him. He's all alone, shakes off the hit, goes way upstairs. 5-1 now the score in favor of the Trine University Thunder.
That was impressive. Looked like he was off balance and then spun around and just kind of roofed it. Sort of a half slap shot on Tallarico. Now Adrian's really in a hole. 7:37 left in the third period. Klein shooting it forward.
I'd be interested to see if the coaching staff will opt to call a timeout to see maybe if they can calm the team down a little bit and draw up some more strategy. They definitely need to go to the chalkboard here to see if they can figure things out with not a lot of time remaining.
It's interesting because Adrian definitely has had some troubles with their defensive structure. They've made mistakes, but I think Trine's also just doing a lot of things right. They're playing hard, and they're making the most of their chances. Knocked forward for Heinz. Yeah, I was surprised. Thought we might have seen a timeout call after that 5th goal goes in for the Thunder. We continue on. Summers spinning. Taken back by Price. Had Antonucci in behind momentarily. He slides this one back for Price once more. Good stick in the lane by Ryder. Sends it up and into the protective netting.
I like the way that the Trine University Thunder really taking a smooth approach to their game. Been outshot for the majority of the contest, but they're really not stopping when they're in the offensive zone. Obviously finding the back of the net 5 times. Doing a great job to respond from their 3-2 overtime loss last night.
Thunder win another face-off. Sliding in with the shot block is Wentz. Henry has it. Wraps around. Cutting back is Mears. Down low. It's back out front again. That's number 6. Sean Henry.
There's going to be a goaltending change here too. Jackson Bernard's going to come off the bench for the Bulldogs.
Look at the replay here. It was wrapped around. Price, a beautiful feed, picked it off the wall, backhanded out front for Henry. The freshman defender, I believe that is his first career goal. I saw teammates picking the puck up off the ice. So Sean Henry, interesting to see a defenseman right out in the net front, but he finds his first career tally.
Jackson Bernard also, as we mentioned, his first appearance in an NCAA hockey game. Finished his junior career last year with Team Maryland of the Eastern Hockey League. 6:12 left to go in the third period. 6-1, Trine University Thunder.
Spodniak lays a hard hit on a Thunder player. This is sent out by Trine. 6 minutes left in the game, should be icing against the Thunder. Wow, things have really just stockpiled against Adrian here.
Crazy turn of events too. You think such a close game last night. Obviously it was 2-1 for quite the longest time. Bulldogs would tie it in the third and then take the W in overtime 3-2 under a minute in. A polar opposite result here. Lopsided on the score clock.
But again, you saw it on the goal from Henry as well as the goal from Trezera. Just puck sitting open in the slot. Players having a free look at it. 6-1 the score for Trine University. Adrian, the number 2 team in the country, facing an upset. Down by 5. Skating ahead is Halford. Long drive in from Jared Doman, and that is the first collegiate save for Jackson Bernard. Hails from the Chicago area. Got a chance to talk with him a couple times early on in the season. Really great guy. Cool to see, obviously, the freshman getting the opportunity. Not the circumstances you would like, but great to see Bernard between the pipes.
Check-in also scores for the women's NCAA side, both Trine and Adrian on that front playing against each other. Adrian took the second W of the weekend, 3-0, a pair of shutouts for the Bulldogs. They won yesterday 5-0, limited the Trine University Thunder to a low 6 shots.
I'd be interested to see who got the start for Adrian, because Gwen Bowler got the shutout yesterday.
Sophie Goldberg
back in net for the Bulldogs. Spencer plays it ahead for Wentz. He is bumped by Jenian. So now we've seen all 3 goaltenders for the Bulldogs this weekend. As Prappis, hit by Spencer, brought down to the ice. Another big check by Ruffin. Ryder finds it. Dealt up for Wentz. Tie ends, backhanded across. It's knocked down. Ruffin touches up offside and shoots that one down in frustration.
By no means do I want to take away from the game that we're watching right now, but I do have to shout out the women's NCAA team for their sweep over the weekend. They limited Trine to 6 shots yesterday and 4 shots today.
Wow.
In 120 minutes, the Adrian goaltenders only seeing 10 shots.
Wow.
You have to wonder if that's some sort of record, but that's a wild stat to me.
That is quite impressive indeed. Ice was tilted when we did the broadcast last night for the women's team here at Adrian. And again, they were able to come out on top. It's been a much different story on the men's side of things. I wouldn't say Trine's been dominant, but they've certainly scored a lot more than Adrian has, I guess, is one way to put it. Shots have been even, but in terms of chances, the Thunder have had much more, and they've played exceptionally. Luciani blocked the clearing attempts. Now trying to lift it out is Brett Tierney. He's able to do so. Luciani was stung by that shot that he caught going back to the bench. Hopefully he's all right, just returning from injury, obviously. Marcola stolen away by Spodniak. He's had a really quiet night. Matu Spodniak is almost, at the emotional center of this Bulldog team. When he's not playing well, it seems like the entire team struggles a little bit. They need goal scoring from him. Hines back up for Redding. Some open ice for him. Fires one. Right pad stop made by Wong Ramos. You get the feeling Trine really weathered the storm, and then they've kind of taken over here in the third period.
Well, absolutely. They're up on the scoreboard 6-1, winning by 5. Clearly they did a considerable amount of talking in the elapsed time between yesterday's game and today, because they've done everything right in the game so far.
The referee was screaming that the play was on delayed offsides. Garrett Halford refused to vacate the Adrian zone, and that's why we see offsides called. 3:18 left in the third period. Trine leading 6-1. You heard that right. They're up big.
Yeah, this is definitely a surprise result for many. Obviously, not to discredit the Trine University Thunder, certainly a strong team, but the expectation coming into the season very, very high for this Bulldogs squad. Not able to figure out a way to make it happen today here at Arrington.
Redding finds it by the Bulldog logo at center ice. He's clotheslined by Antonucci. Stopping up is Henry. He'll look across for Clark. Bobby Price, angled off by Hintz, who delivers a body check. Bernard, stick to side. Shields, Spagnolo, up for Summers. Spagnolo delivers a body check to Antonucci. Lobbed up off the window. High flip clearances have been the calling card of both teams tonight. Chase Spencer shoots it in after gaining center ice. Just 2:15 left in the game now. slid by Spencer, raced for it. Frank Trezera already has a goal tonight. Tangled up with Spencer. Patosha gives to Ryder. Murphy can't quite find it. The transfer from Alaska Fairbanks. As Patosha walks in, slides over. My goodness, it's been that kind of night, hasn't it? Dante Spagnolo had a wide open goal, somehow missed it.
Juan Ramos, I want to point out, just gave a little bit of a love kiss to his crossbar behind him. Wow, that just sums up the night for the Bulldogs with everything that's going on for them. Wide open net off the crossbar.
I think Juan Ramos got a piece of that.
It didn't seem like he did to me. Definitely knew that it hit off the bar. Obviously, goaltenders having interesting relationships with the left-right posts and the crossbar. You wonder if you have a name for any of the three of them.
I know I see Marc-Andre Fleury in the NHL a lot. He'll be treating his posts right. I think that's why he gets a little extra help from them. Another whistle, offsides against Adrian. $1:43 left in this game from Arrington. Calvin Keys with Alex Herman on Adrian College TV. Want to shout out our great crew. Dakota Schneider's running the camera, Josiah Durrell directing, hooking us up with the slow-mo instant replays. And then Kyle Plesha running the other action cam. All Adrian College students here bringing you the action. Hope you've enjoyed tuning in on YouTube. It's been a pleasure to have you with us. Hope you're doing well wherever you are, and hopefully somewhere warm indoors on this chilly Saturday night in Adrian, Michigan.
Yeah, it's a cold one. It's going to continue to get colder. Sure, you bundle up, maybe throw on an Adrian College jersey on top for a little extra warmth.
Luckily, we got the heater going here in the AIA, so hasn't bothered us too much. Shields stretch feet up for Calgin. Walking in finds Swade, looking for his first collegiate goal. Went, follow up, they score. Hunter Went makes it a 6-2 hockey game.
Bulldogs finally able to get back on the board. A minute 17 left to go in the third. Unfortunately, not a whole lot of time to continue to get within reach, but good extra effort there, punching the front of the net, banging home the rebound.
And it's Hunter Went, senior from Troy, Michigan. Transfer from Ferris State University, plays it between the wickets of Christian Wong Ramos. Redding directs it onwards. Prappis looking to clear. Trezera up the right wing, hitting the numbers by Shields. Final minute of play of what has been a frustrating night for the Bulldogs, to say the least. Klein just got a forearm shiver from Trezera. Spagnolo is knocked over. Rimmed around for Redding. Instead, taken by Prappis. Turned right back over to Redding. Puck finds its way out into the slot. Klein showing off the reach. Keeps it in. Redding taking some shots from Henry near the slot. Spagnolo gets it free. Patosha. And a flick of the wrist from Christian Wong Ramos, strutting his stuff after the save. 27 seconds, all that remains. All I'm going to say is I would not want to be in the Adrian dressing room or at practice on Monday after this one.
No, and it's unfortunate too, because the Bulldogs really have played strong in the game. At the end of the day, it's a matter of luck, just not being able to find the net. Obviously, you saw moments ago, hit off the crossbar on an open net. Wong Ramos flying across the crease on every one-timer, keeping it out. It's not something that you see a lot, and just a bad way to have a hockey game go for your team.
Obviously, haven't scored as much as they wanted to, as you pointed out, Alex, but I'd also just say I think they have some things to get worked out defensively this next week in practice, because there's a lot of breakdowns. Can't allow 6 goals. It's on the goaltender, but it's also on your defenseman and your entire team. Bulldogs fall 6-2, upset by Trine University in the second half of the weekend series. The Thunder come out on top on the road. Final thoughts here, Alex.
Well, it's certainly an interesting weekend I don't think even in the first game things went the way of the Bulldogs to the way that they had hoped. Obviously, it took them a while to get on the scoreboard in the first contest. Thankfully, they won it 3-2, and really things losing control after 60 minutes of play here. They fall 6-2 to the Trine University Thunder and split the weekend.
Well, that'll do it here from the Arrington Ice Arena. Trine University knocks off the number 2 ranked Adrian College Bulldogs. And with that, we say thank you for tuning in on Adrian College TV. For our entire crew here, I'm Calvin Keys. Have a great Saturday night, Adrian.
On Tuesday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus for the duration of the school year. I wanted to take the time to thank the Adrian College community, the faculty, the staff, for allowing us to have as normal of a year as possible in a world that simply did not want that to happen. I look forward to walking across the stage in May knowing that I was still able to enjoy time with my friends and the Bulldog community during my senior year. All the best, Max Birmingham, class of 2021. Max, you've got to stand up so we can give you a round of applause. For those of us on this stage, today is one of the most exciting days of the year. We love to see the wonder and anticipation in the eyes of our new students, as all of you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define the years ahead.